Good afternoon, YouTube friends and family. Universal Fragrances here. And as promised, we're going to be getting into some new houses this year, 2024. And this house actually came to me as a suggestion from one of my subscribers. I believe it was Juneboo that ended up asking me to maybe try some of the Orto Parisi house. And the two that caught my attention were Boccanera and Toroni. And Toroni, I probably will be buying a 50 ml or maybe getting a sample of, but Boccanera, I was able to get a good deal on this. I think I paid about $139 or $149 for a tester. And to my knowledge, I think they only come in 50 ml bottles. Now, the note breakdown on this fragrance would lead you to believe that it's more gourmand. It has two different types of chocolate in there. It's got some vanilla, sugar notes they list as well. And to me, this is more of a decadent fragrance. It's not gourmand because it's not very sweet. It's like a very, very dark chocolate. It's got some leather notes and some animalic notes in there as well. You do get a slight bit of that vanilla and sugar, but it is not a sweet fragrance. It's like a very high-end mole sauce with the spices and the dark chocolate in there. Very earthy. Again, very slight sweetness to it, but it's more earthy, animalic, and spicy. And I really do enjoy this fragrance. I'm wearing it now. Good longevity. I may just put a little bit more on just for fun, just to get more of those, opening notes on there. But goodness gracious, man. The House of Orto Parisi, I don't really see it spoken about much. I don't see it reviewed a lot on YouTube, so perhaps it just does not get the love that it deserves. But this is a very good fragrance, and I think for anyone who is a chocolate lover out there who really likes, those types of fragrances without them being overly sweet, I think you should really try Boccanera from Orto Parisi. Again, a little bit more dark chocolate notes than you would think, a little bit more earthiness and spice, even though they do list vanilla and sugar. Not an overly sweet fragrance, which I really enjoy about it. It's a little hot out here today, but it's still performing very well in this weather. Kind of with the note breakdown, you'd think it would be more for cool weather, but it actually is kind of nice. It's about 80 degrees here, so it's performing very well. It doesn't feel out of place or too heavy, which is nice. And you don't go nose depth to this very easily. I've been wearing it since about 6 a.m. this morning, and I'm still smelling it, it's still developing. It's a heavy fragrance, but a light fragrance, if that makes any sense. It's not too overwhelming, but it does stick with you throughout the day, and it does continue to develop, which I do quite like about it. So Boccanera, for me, as a first try from the House of Orto Parisi, not gonna be for everybody, for sure. It may just be too heavy, a little too animalic and earthy for some people, but that dark chocolate vibe, it really gives it a nice balance with some of that black pepper and chili pepper that they have in there. Not overly spicy, not overly woody, just a very well blended fragrance. So I think Toroni will be my next purchase from the house, just based off the note breakdown. I know Megamar is another one that's loved quite a lot from the House of Orto Parisi. So if anyone else has any suggestions of ones that are some of their personal favorites, go ahead and leave it below in the comments. But again, this is one of those fragrances that I really just don't see a lot of reviews for. I don't really see a whole lot of love for the House of Orto Parisi when it compares to like Bond 9, Georges Amouage. They don't seem to be as well known. But at least for me, with all the stuff that I have in my collection, I found this to be unique, and I don't have anything else like it. And as well as Toroni, some of the notes on there, I think that would definitely fill some gaps in my fragrance collection and kind of help, use a unique house to kind of fill those gaps. So I'm looking forward to trying more from this house. Again, guys, please like and subscribe. I always forget to ask every video because they are unedited, but it helps the channel a lot. I have a couple videos approaching 10K views, and 90% of the people watching the channel are not subscribed. So if just 1/10 of those people that are viewing the videos that are approaching 10K, we would already be at 1,000 subscribers and monetized. So again, guys, great suggestion from one of my subscribers, and I certainly look forward to trying more from the House of Orto Parisi. Certainly some quality stuff, very natural smelling at least, and very good longevity as well. Packaging isn't that great, but I'm more concerned about the fragrances. I do love Argos and some of the other fragrance companies for kind of going over the top. But at the end of the day, especially when I'm buying testers, all I really care about is the bottle and the fragrance. I don't really care much about the box. So again, guys, thank you so much for coming along with me on this journey, and I'll be seeing y'all soon with some more reviews. Bye.